Nom 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 nom. Oi.
Hello everyone, my name is Paulina and I'm a knitaholic and a crochetaholic. And this is my channel Tikva Hobbies about knitting and crochet. And today finally I'm shooting a knitting podcast video. I haven't been shooting videos, making videos for a while. I guess the latest one was in November 2023. So basically that's 4 months minimum or closer to 5, I should say. So long time no see, but here I am. Why have I been putting it off for such a while, right? Making videos. Actually, I needed some material, some finished projects, finished objects to share with you, and it's a bit busy these days. It's busy. My life has been rather busy lately with work, family, hobbies, and so on, so that I can't say that I've been crafting that much lately. Well, so now I've got enough projects, enough finished stuff to share with you. So let's get started. Let's start with the jumper I'm wearing right now. It's so cozy. It's very thin and very cozy. And actually it's the first time I'm wearing it because I've been working on it for a while and there were a few problems which I'm going to share with you, which I'm going to talk about. First, I've been having this yarn for quite a while. It's mohair, 70% mohair, kid mohair, so very fine fiber, on silk, 30% silk, so pretty expensive yarn these days. It used to cost 3 times probably cheaper than it is now, or at least twice, 2 times cheaper than it costs now. So I've had it for, I don't know, probably 5 years, 6, maybe 6 years, the bobbin of yarn, which was 150 grams. The yardage is approximately, I don't remember, it's either 900 meters per 100 grams or 1,000, like a kilometer of yarn in 100 grams. Can you imagine that? So very fine thread. And usually such a thread is knitted on professional machines, or it could be added to some project. For instance, I have a couple of hats where I added a fine mohair thread to my merino or alpaca yarn, and the hat has all the fluffiness of mohair, but it's of course sturdier and thicker and great for the winter time. Of course, such a fine hat wouldn't do at all. So basically, before I have never knitted such a fine thread of yarn, only in combination with some other merino, maybe alpaca or something else. So this is my first jumper out of sheer mohair, kid mohair on silk. The needles I used were 3.25 millimeter higher sharp ones. Originally, I wanted to use the knit or thick knit needles, which are bamboo, and I've got short variation of needles, but I couldn't work on them. Although a lot of people advise you to work mohair on bamboo needles or on wooden needles, because otherwise the stitches could slip off your needles. For me, it didn't work because the stitches didn't want to move at all on the needle. Maybe my needles again were not smooth enough or what, I have no idea, but it was a torture. And mostly it's not because of the wood. I'm trying to remember, there was a problem in the connection between the needle and the socket, what should you call it? Well, actually the cord itself, this metal part. The fine thread, it just kept getting into it and got stuck, and I couldn't just move the stitches onto the needle smoothly. So such a fine thread should probably not be worked on thick knit needles, but that's for me. Maybe for you it would work differently. Otherwise, the needles are great actually. I've used them for my bomber jacket, as I remember, and they worked very nicely with that yarn, but with mohair it didn't work. But anyway, here it is. Here is the finished object. The problems I mentioned. First of all, it's a very long project. The yarn is fine. The needles are, well, 3.25 millimeters. I would say that it's my most convenient, most regular needle size. So I don't usually use needle sizes more than needles wider than 4 millimeters in diameter. So usually it's normal for me, but I would say that it's harder to work with such a fine thread, especially if you are afraid to either split the thread or to miss it. And with such a fine yarn, you should be extra careful, I would say, and very attentive while knitting. So it takes a lot of time. A lot of rows, of course, and it's not oversized. Just has enough ease for me to feel comfortable, and I've got wide sleeves. I decided not to decrease any stitches because I like it this way. It's fluffy, it's very airy and very lightweight because the jumper is 99 grams only. So I've got about like 50 grams left, which I might put in a hat someday. I don't know. Actually, I've got so many hats that I don't need a single new one. Press a like if you have as many hats as me. I don't know. I have 20 maybe. 20, maybe a few less. A few, yeah. But over 10, definitely. Probably closer to 15. I've never counted. Lots of hats. But okay, I digress. Back to the jumper. Yeah, it's so cozy, it's so lightweight, it's so, my goodness, it's the most convenient, the most comfortable thing I've ever worn. And although it's pretty warm in the flat, I feel okay wearing it on a bra, skin-toned bra. Well, yeah, it's a bit see-through, of course, but if I'd used a bigger needle size, it would have been totally see-through. 3.25 millimeter needles create such a kind of sheerness that it's possible to wear it outside, maybe in public actually. So you can see, it's totally fine if you wear a tank top, skin-colored one, or maybe it could be a black one. I don't know. Depends on the impression you want to make on the people, right? So right now I'm wearing a skin-toned bra underneath, and I don't need anything else. It's pretty warm, even though it's really lightweight, very thin but warm. The problem, of course, a lot of knitting. That's the first thing, and the other one, I had problems with the neck opening. What kind of problems? Naturally, originally I wanted to have a collar, maybe like 4, 6, probably 8 centimeters high. Originally about 6, So I cast on the stitches, the number of stitches I needed. I figured out the circumference of my head and added a few more stitches. Cast on the number of stitches. Needed those 6 centimeters, and then I started short rows for the neck opening at the front and at the back, so that the sweater fits the jumper. Now it's a jumper, fits me nicely. And kept on knitting. But as soon as I finished the body part, and actually even while working on it, I was so not satisfied with that neck opening that I decided that, okay, as soon as I finish working on the jumper, I'll change the neck opening at all. I'll change it, I'll make it a bit narrower. So what I did, as soon as I finished the sleeves and the bottom part, the body part, sorry. What did I do? I cut off the collar. Well, I picked the stitches cut off the collar and started knitting in the opposite direction while working the decreases. Yeah, so for the raglan top down, you work the increases, and when I worked bottom up, I worked the decreases to make the neck opening a little bit narrower. Then I worked the number of rows I needed for the collar, put it on, tried it on, it seemed fine, very nice collar. But as soon as I cast off the stitches, I couldn't squeeze my head into the collar at all. So you know, when the stitches are on the needles, on the cord, they can move a little bit. There is more, I would say, it's not like stretchy, no, yeah, there is more stretchiness to it. But as soon as you cast it off, you know, mohair, it doesn't stretch much. Yeah, it could stretch a little bit. Yeah, just as the needles, as the size of the loops of the stitches allows it, but not much. It's not merino, for example, yeah, which can, if it's especially if it's a ribbon, yeah, which can stretch immensely. No, so my head didn't fit. You can't imagine how frustrated I was because I had no idea what to do, what else to do. Then I just unraveled that collar, made the, well, untangled a few rows of decreases, tried again. No, I didn't like it at all. The head didn't fit very nicely. They didn't squeeze in the collar at all again. So I just got angry and cut it off completely. And you know, if the collar is like, if it's a turtleneck, it fits, it's very, it goes around your neck, yeah, nicely, and this is what is acceptable. If it's a wide collar and it's maybe long and you can drape it somehow around your neck, it could look artistic and beautiful. Yeah, but if it's a wide neck opening which is not high enough, and I didn't want it to be very high, yeah, just because my sweater itself, it's a jumper, yeah, mind you. It's not very long, yeah, because I wanted to wear it with high-rise jeans or with a skirt, and I didn't want a really long one, especially since my legs are not very long. So the shorter the sweater part is, the longer my legs seem. So that's why I decided not to make it very long. So I just cut it off. Maybe left a few rows of decreases just because the original neck opening was still too wide, and knitted 4 rows of seed stitch or moss stitch, like knit purl, and vice versa on the next round, and just cast off using purl two together, pull through, and so on. Yeah, the usual way. The same I did with every other edge, the same with the sleeve, the same with the bottom, because I like this same kind of closing each detail. It just gives it more style, I'd say. Yeah, it's just, that's just how it should be. So here it is, finally finished. Finally I can wear it, although it's still, I'm just trying to figure out when I could wear it. It's too chilly outside to wear it like this. If it's very windy, I could get cold in it. I would say that it's perfect for maybe summer evenings, early autumn, late spring, especially to wear in the evening if you are wearing it on, don't know, maybe a t-shirt, yeah, and you can just quickly put it on and feel comfortable and warm in the evening, especially since it's 100 grams. You can just fold it, put it in your bag, although it could probably need pressing, like steaming a little bit. Yeah, it still it can create all these creases when it's wrapped, sadly, but I really wanted to have such a piece to work with kid mohair. I've been putting it off for a while, and finally I've done it. So what else could I talk about? If you have any questions about the jumper, please write in the comments. I can't describe to you how I worked the raglan because it's individual. Yeah, I figured it out for myself. The number of stitches I needed, the number of rows for measurements. So that's if you want to have the same jumper, you need to figure it out yourself. What else? You might have seen a tutorial on the channel on these mittens. I just decided to show them because I didn't say anything about, well, no, I told you about them in the previous podcast, but they were not ready at the moment. So I'm gonna show these to you again because it's March now and high time to knit mittens again. Yeah. So I posted the video, the tutorial in November, I guess. So here are the fingerless mittens. The tutorial is on the channel and I'm gonna wear them probably even today. A few days ago it was still chilly for the fingertips, but today it looks sunny and I hope the temperature is getting up, the weather is looking up, and I might wear them even today. Pretty nice, although as I mentioned in the video, if I were making another pair, I would still change it a little bit to center these three cords, the Aran part, to center it a bit better, but still they're pretty wearable. The mittens. Then there was a crochet Christmas decoration ornament, which you can also see on the channel. There is a tutorial. I can't show it to you now because I've put it away after Christmas and New Year. Of course, I've put all the decorations into boxes and they're stored in the far reachable, not non-reachable place right now. It could take a while to figure out where that one lies, where it is stored. So still, you could watch the tutorial on the channel if you are into Christmas ornaments. Who knows when you're watching this? It might be not right now in March, but maybe it's November or December and you're getting ready for the season. So actually there are two tutorials, one on the striped crochet baubles and this one has a sophisticated pattern, two-colored, multicolored crochet decoration. Then I got into backpack knitting, crocheting. Sorry, Actually, I've shown to you a couple backpacks earlier, mine ones. The first one and the second, which I adore, and I use them regularly. Then I've been crocheting for sale, not for myself, because actually I'm not sure I need more than 2 or 3 backpacks. I don't know where to store them in the flat, and I'm not that kind of person. I could have a lot of hats, but I don't need that many bags. Well, maybe I'm just not a bag girl. Some girls, some love collecting shoes, some bags. I love hats, but not the bags. Well, I love making them, crocheting them. I love wearing them, but I don't need that many. That's the thing. So I'd like to show to you a couple of backpacks which I have in store, which I have at home at the moment. So here goes. The first one, and actually this is, oops, let me just take it. I announced it before I took a long break. The gradient from the black to red, I hope that the colors are nice on camera and you can see it. This is how I store them, flat. Of course, when you use it, you need to fold it properly, just fold it a little bit, pull the cord, so that it has nice shape. Make sure that you are satisfied with the shape, that's how it is, and you can use it. look at the lining. It's so beautiful. It's viscose with some synthetic material, but it's very smooth, and it was, oh my goodness, it was so difficult to sew it because I'm not a professional seamstress. I am just a beginner. It was rather difficult to work with this cloth, with this material, but it's beautiful. I even, it's the first time when I tried to sew in zipper, and there is a pocket for the documents which has a zipper, and two smaller pockets in here for, I don't know, a lipstick, maybe earphones, and so on. Love it. Actually, I really wanted to leave it for myself, but I don't need that many bags, as I've mentioned. So this is for sale. Love the colors. Now it reminds me, now that I've played Baldur's Gate 3, it reminds me of Karlach. If you're a gamer, you know what I'm saying. You might know the character I'm talking about. She's a tiefling, and she's very temperamental. Yeah, so fits her really well with this color of and material of the what do you call it? What do you call it, guys? Who speak English better than me? So this flip, yeah, this flip part. So that's the first one. That's the first. The next was this one. Actually, it was not the next, but the one which was next I can't show to you because I sent it to the owner, to the person who ordered it in December or January. December, yeah, it was in December. That was Harry Potter books inspired, with the Weasley family inspired backpack, which was a gradient from black to orange with very nice cloth, yeah, with very nice lining inside. But this one is also inspired actually by the Harry Potter series, but this time it's Slytherin. Although I'm Team Gryffindor and have always been. Well, no offense. Actually, I can't say that I'm that serious about it now. I used to be a great fan when I was a teenager, but now that I'm over 30, I could be not that categoric, yeah, in my views and so on. So I just wanted to create a green backpack. That's the thing. So I decided to take Slytherin as a theme. And this is a combination of emerald green and light gray. Triangular pattern. Reminds me some kind of flags that you could see during Quidditch competition hanging around the stadium. Looks pretty nice, I would say. So the leather is green. And the lining. In that Weasley family backpack there was a similar lining, but that one was Bordeaux, this one is green. I'm gonna probably show to you a little video which I made before with the backpack. It could show it off better. So that's what it looks inside, yeah. Also has a zipper, pocket for documents, and two smaller ones for other necessities. This is smaller. You could see it's like 25 centimeters, if I'm not mistaken, 25 or 26 in height. I would say it's either if you prefer smaller size bags, yeah, or if you if you buy it for your child, yeah, who is a Harry Potter fan, especially Slytherin faculty, yeah. So here it is. It just fits me nicely. I tried it on, yeah, I tried to wear it at home, of course, and perfectly fine for an adult as well, if you again prefer a smaller size bag. So cute. And here I tried to use another technique, which is mosaic crocheting. Those who have been subscribed to the channel for a while and have seen my legendary crocheting of the blanket, which took me, I'd say, more than half a year, I believe. I don't remember exactly, but you could check out the older videos and see the progress yourself. So 2 by 2 meter wide, yeah, blanket, which was done in this technique, mosaic crochet. So another one. Okay, and this is the latest one. Oops, it's pretty large. You could see, and it's heavier than the others. It's heavier because it's bigger, much bigger. Again, it's a thicker cord, and the color is again green of the leather. The yarn itself, the cord, it reminds me of the flowers crocus, yeah, of the flower crocus. If I'm actually, let me Google. I've got my computer here. Crocus, is it the same in English as it is in Russian? So this reminds me of that flower because the green leaves, purple, light purple petals, and inside I decided to use the lining, which also has these flowers. Look, isn't it beautiful? It's so bright, so spring-like. Again, there is a pocket for documents. It's very large, actually. You can see my whole hand fits in there, so you can put a phone, maybe some documents. And again, there are 2 pockets for necessities, for your headphones, right, maybe keys, yeah, lipstick, whatever. And this is a bigger size. I just wanted to try making a bigger backpack again. My second one is also has these leather parts, which have adjustable, what do you call it? Adjustable, actually, okay, things for the arms. My goodness. Yeah, I don't know what you call it. For a bag you have. Oh, okay. Please tell me in the comments, please, if you remember that. So it's adjustable, right? So it's good for an adult or a kid. Well, for a kid it might be too heavy, I would say, but for an adult, you could adjust again these parts so it fits you nicely. And it's rather, well, yeah, it's rather heavy. I'd say it's about 800 grams or so. But my goodness, it's so beautiful, so connected to spring and flowers. So I wanted to make it, really. And there's still one more, which I'm working on right now. Shall I show it to you? Well, why not? It's in the project basket, and it's pretty heavy because it has everything in here. I've just started it. It's again mosaic crochet, and I'm thinking that I need to make it a little bit narrower. I drew the chart, and I might change the pattern so that I need fewer stitches for it. It might work out nice after maybe 10 rows or 10 rounds or so, but I'm not sure, so I might probably decrease the number of stitches a little bit and start it all over again. Still, it's a combination of this blue one and this, what do you call it? Not speckled. It has three colors. It has ochre, this orangey yellow, blue, very similar to this darker blue shade, and light blue. So this is called space, yes, this color, and blue. So the leather part is also blue, and the flap and everything, the straps, yeah, I forgot the word straps. This is going to be inspired by space. So the pattern I've drawn has got stars in chess, yeah, in this order, yeah, like they are spread around the central part of the backpack. So I'm going to start with a little band like here of another pattern and finish. And in the center there will be stars. The lining, I've also bought it and I've got it prepared. It's waiting for the backpack to be finished. This will have some kind of Saturn, rockets. It doesn't have astronauts. It just has some space objects. So will be space inspired, and that's due to the 12th of April being the day of astronautics, yeah, and cosmonauts in my country. So I just decided to create such a backpack. Especially since, well, I could say that I rather like reading science fiction books. I didn't like being a child or a teenager, but being an adult, I find a lot of ideas and different things to think about while reading them. So why not? Why not have a space-inspired backpack? I'm even thinking that I might keep it myself. I said I need like 2-3 bags, so maybe the third one will be the space one, because I don't have a bag yet myself, which is mosaic crochet. So I might keep one to myself when I'm done with it. I don't know. If there is a customer wishing to buy it, well, I'll be thinking about it. So here it is. I'm working on my bags. Actually, I've got another YouTube channel which has short videos with these bags. I'm trying to promote it somehow. Well, it's a really small channel yet, but I'm working on it. This is it. These have been my projects. I hope next podcast won't be like in half a year like this one. Depends on when I finish my projects, on what I have to show to you, because I don't want just to I could say, yeah, like thinking about it, I've been chatting for half an hour about, I believe right now, yeah, about the projects and so on, but I want to show something finished, something to there should be something to discuss in podcast videos. And when I'm still working on some projects, it's not as interesting to you and to me to make such a video, yeah. I like to brag, to boast about some stuff that I've knitted on or crocheted. Well, that's obvious. Let me know in the comments what you're working on at the moment. Maybe if you've used any of the tutorials on the channel, maybe, and whether you like them or not. Let me know, and I hope see you in the next video rather soon. So thank you, have a nice day, and bye.